welcome back to She Means Well, episode 20.
20.
We made it. We made it to 20.
Heck yeah. 20 episodes in, baby.
We're equal opposites today, kind of. Or fits.
Oh, I didn't even notice the tan with the tan
I
too.
didn't either until right now. But yeah, it's episode 20. My microphone's being weird. 20 times of us setting this up. You'd think we'd have it down. We do for the most part.
We do. We have it down for the most part. Little kinks here and there, but we'll ring those out in no time.
So today's going to be a fun ep.
It is.
My vocal fry is real.
We have a little activity planned. We have a couple activities here.
Right.
We do. But first, before we get into that, let's talk about our day.
Mm-hmm.
How was your day, Bale?
It was good. It was a quick one. Our recording days are like a half day for me. So
Same.
it always goes by really quick.
Yeah.
What
time did you start?
At 9:30 today, actually.
Nice.
Started my mom a little earlier. But yeah, it was good. It was a quick day. The weather was, but I wore my yellow sunglasses and gaslit myself that I was in a great mood, and it worked.
I had to do that today
It
too.
worked.
I actually went to the bathroom and I had to have a self-talk. I was like, you're going to make today great. Like, change that frown to upside down because it stops there and it does work.
Yeah, sometimes you just seriously have to be like, it ends now.
Yeah, you have to convince yourself of something different.
Sometimes it feels like, I say this loosely, like good to have a pity party for yourself. Like, yeah, you can't stay there, but it's like, get it out and move on with it.
Totally.
Have a pity party.
You got to feel the feels.
Right.
But then let's move on. Like Gaga, splash your face with some cold water and
Get out there.
get out there. Move on with your day. For sure.
But yeah, it was a good day.
You know what?
Nothing
You're
crazy.
lucky though. Like where you stand at work, you have the window right
Windows.
there. I mean, every girl in the salon gets to have that. But like at my office, there's some girls that are in rooms that you don't know if it's raining, if it's sunny,
It's
anything.
terrible. That's how my last salon was. And we would call it the color casino. It's like, the casinos never have windows.
Oh yeah.
And so we'd be like, is it snowing? Is it sunny? Like, who knows?
Oh.
And when I came to this salon, I really prayed about it. And I was like,
yeah,
I'm going to
'cause you
get
were,
so
like,
specific.
deep in
Yeah.
the dark.
Deep in the dark, in the back of the salon,
Yeah.
the corner by the bathroom. It was the worst spot. And I really prayed about it. And I was like, all right, if I'm in a daydream, I'm going to get specific. And I
I love your daydreams.
prayed about a salon that had like lots of white walls, lots of plants, lots of windows. And I walked in the first time that I met with the owners and I'm like, this is what I was dreaming of. Yeah,
It's
it was crazy.
perfect.
And it was a brand new salon too. So it was really like, they felt like it was their dream.
Yeah, it's so cute. Your salon is adorable.
Love it. So fun.
Speaking of windows, so at work, I work in a room that has 360, almost 360 windows, and it's straight of the main street in this small little town. And it's really cool because I get a people watch. It's amazing. And today there's a
aren't
woman.
the windows mirrored too?
They're mirrored, yeah. So people can't see
It's
in,
dirty.
but you can see out. I have a couple funny stories about being able to people watch. But today there's this woman that was parallel parking right in front of the window, and she hit like the guiding pole and then just left.
Oh,
I mean,
same
that wasn't.
girl.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Girl.
That wasn't the first time that I've seen someone parallel park and hit that, but. Yeah, it can be fun. One time, it was this last summer, there was this kid, probably my age. He came up to the window and he was totally flexing and then he whipped out his phone. He had his skateboard and he was like taking photos. And I'm like, oh, you have to mess with this guy. I didn't have the patient or anything. And so I go up to the window and I like knocked on it and he was like,
Oh no.
I actually took a TikTok of it. So if you guys follow me on TikTok, it's on there.
I'm like cringing because that would be me on the other side. Like, I'm just going to get a quick pic. Like, it's a good reflection.
Good shadow.
Okay. Yeah. Don't even get me
I know,
going.
we won't have to.
Set photos are always the easiest to get. And when you see a shadow that's working, take it.
Bailey and I, like, obviously, if you guys follow us on Instagram, we have really cute, like, shadow photos. But when we first started attempting taking those shadow photos, we're like, what does it take a scientist?
I could not. We were like trying to prop up the sunset lamp, and I'm like, We literally need the sun in the sky to be hitting us at the right angle and
Like the meme with all those math equations going on, that was us trying to figure out like all the angles and
yeah, so when it happens in real life, I'm like, and we'll hold our sunglasses here for half a second. Take a
or
photo.
the other day you're like, Abby, what are you doing? It's like, nothing, what's up? You're like, there's a shadow. Come here. Like, yes.
Yes, you have to seize the moment.
Yes, for sure. Okay, I thought it would be fun to talk about and this is kind of pre-sequel, is that what you call it? To our episode
Prequel?
prequel? Yeah, our episode next week. But I want to share a little bit about our experience when we got our wisdom teeth out. That seems like so 2015, I'm sure, like to talk about your like the videos that people would share.
No, I think it lives on forever.
And you know, where I work, I get to experience that like every single week, of
Oh.
course, like from patients. But your mom randomly sent me your video
Oh.
kind of recently.
Did she today?
No, not today.
Because I did her hair today and I was telling her that we were doing the episodes and she's like, oh, I could have a lot to share. 'Cause she picked me up and I'm like, actually, I'm glad I'm sharing and it's not you.
What was your thing when you woke up when you were like,
Well, I remember first like sitting not in like the operating room or whatever. It was like a different area. And I was sitting and it was by a window and I remember like being cold and I just kept being like dirty looks everywhere. And someone came over and they're like, hey, your mom's gonna be here in just a second. And I was like, she stood me up. She left me here. She stood me up. And I don't think I was like articulating that, but in my mind I was saying that. And yeah, it got me.
yeah,
It got me good.
like emotionally,
Uh-huh.
you were rocked.
Yeah, it's yeah. It was an entertaining car ride home.
Mine when I woke up, I eventually became emotional, but I was
I'm kidding.
aggressive.
Oh, were you?
No, I was aggressive. Like my mom was taking care of me and we were driving and I like tried flipping someone off. I was mad because she wouldn't take me to Petco and like go pet all the animals is what I wanted to do. What else?
I definitely know I had like gauze and blood and just icky
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And I remember we were sitting in the drive-thru of the pharmacy and there was these two little kids that went by on a bike and I think I started to roll down my window like really slow and I was just like I mean I was like, Bailey, no, and child walked in.
You probably had like blood just like
Oh
going
my
down your
word.
face.
Yeah. And I think my mom was like in one of the videos, she's like, honey, are you hungry? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, you want to get a cheeseburger? Joking. And I go, oh, I thought you'd never ask.
Atta girl.
Oh yeah. This will age me. But I was like this all over my yeah.
Oh, I know what photo you're talking about.
Mhm. And then the famous video my mom has of me, which is embarrassing, but I was really confident, I guess, when
I was too.
flying high.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, yep, I'm still cute. And that lives on.
I remember that video
Yeah.
now that you say that.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, still cute.
Still swollen.
Did you have all 4 taken out?
I only had 3.
Really?
Yeah. Which
Lucky
is
duck.
funny because whenever you tell someone that, they're like, well,
Lack of wisdom.
not very wise.
Already hard.
Yeah. But yeah, I only had 3.
Dude, I've had some really weird experiences at work. Let me share just quick couple little stories.
Well, and also to interject, this is what we want to do. Obviously, you'll know by next week.
What?
You were like, I'm giving a precursor, but we didn't
yeah.
say that next week we want to talk about wisdom teeth.
No, we want you guys to send in
Yes.
your wisdom teeth stories
Yes.
if they're funny. Send us the videos, the pictures, whatever, but send us any funny little tidbits from your wisdom teeth experience.
Right.
Okay, so one time there was this kid, he was about my age, and it's super important when you go under sedation that you follow the rules of no eating and drinking 8 hours before or
Oh.
6. Bad. And then
2 extra won't kill you.
it will. It actually will.
If you go longer.
Well, here, like working in a dental office doing sedation, we don't have all of the like instruments needed in case of like if someone were to eat, we can't retrieve what they're puking on and then would be choking on. We only have limited supplies when it comes to those things. We have like everything we need in case of an emergency,
Uh-huh.
but that's why like we hit it
Well, you're not a
home so
hospital.
hard.
Yeah.
Do not eat or drink.
And that's because if people throw up,
There's not a whole lot we can do. I have a suction that's like this long, but if it's like in your lungs and stuff and you're coughing up, we can't get that.
okay. I didn't ever know
Yeah,
that was why. Okay.
because the sedation that we do in the dentist office is different than like going to a hospital.
Oh.
hmm
Okay.
What we do, it's called moderate sedation, and when you go to the hospital, you're under general anesthesia.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. General anesthesia means that they're helping you do the breathing for you. So they put the tubes down your throat, up your nose, whatever. And
Mm.
what we do at our office, the patient is under complete control of their breathing and everything.
Weird. Okay.
Mhm. Okay. Anyway, back to this kid. So we're, hit it hard the day before his appointment. Do not eat or drink. Do you smoke weed? Yes. Okay. Do not smoke weed for 8 hours before your surgery. And then after following your surgery, try to avoid smoking because of like dry socket and stuff. Just like eat edibles. And while we were like prepping him, hooking up to everything, Dr. Z and I were behind the patient, so he was facing this way, and we're turned around. And all of a sudden, I see a cloud of smoke behind Dr. Z's head.
I'm so sorry.
This kid's ripping his dab pen.
You said not 8 hours before.
Yes, and he's literally ripping his dab pen in the chair.
You see clouds behind his head.
And long story short,
What?
yeah, I was like, Dr. Z, that's weed. And he was like, I thought it was just like a vape. I was like, no, that's weed. And because I
Did it
saw like the little
smell?
cartridge.
Oh.
No, not really.
Oh no.
And we couldn't sedate him because
You tried
we tried. Yeah, we tried sedating
and it
him.
won't let you go down?
No, they don't go down. And I mean, we're using very strong drugs. Yeah.
He should have just held on a few and he would have been flying high.
I know. I
Probably just
serious. He would
screamed
have.
into the mic.
I say to patients, sit back, enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
One time this kid,
He's trying to be figgity effed up.
well, one time this kid put his hands in his pants, and
Stop.
I'm not kidding. Yeah, it was
But
very
are
awkward.
their eyes open?
They can be. It's like I would say 9 times out of 10 patients just take a nap, but they're responsive to like tactile. Like if I were to like move them like this, they would be like, what? They're not going to remember that
Oh.
whatsoever.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I was so scared to say I went to a party in high school when my mom got me. I was like, you better be a vault Bailey.
Okay.
Mom, now you know.
Last one. I'm sorry, but this one
No, these
just
are
happened
good.
recently.
They're good.
This girl was so funny. She was like, I feel like I should be at a rave right now. Bass drop. I'm not kidding. And she was like,
She was like active?
yeah, and we couldn't get her down either.
Couldn't get
And
the
she was
girl
like,
down.
what'd she say? I haven't been this geeked since freshman year. That's what she said. She was a little bit older than me.
Well, wait. So when someone goes down, they have obviously someone picking them up.
Yes. Yeah.
They're not driving after.
Heck no.
Who was with her?
We take him out in a wheelchair.
A wheelchair.
Her mom was with her, and so Dr. Z had to go up and tell the mom, like, I'm sorry, we couldn't sedate her. Like, we recommend maybe
Couldn't get
taking
old
her
girl
to
down.
like
Oh
yeah.
my God.
take her to like an actual oral surgeon's office where they do general. And the mom was pissed. And literally it took like 4 seconds when we were wheeling her out, and her daughter was just like being wild and funny. But the mom, it took no convincing. She was like, okay, I understand.
Her daughter's like, woo!
yeah. The mom was pissed at first, like, why couldn't you just do it? Like, whatever.
Wait,
And she's
so
like-
I don't know if you know this side of it, but if that happens, is there any like, does she have to pay for anything?
No. If we can't get the teeth out, no, we don't. Mm-mm. Yeah. I'm like
Interesting.
99% sure.
That's wild,
Yeah,
dude. Oh, I'm so
know.
excited to hear the stories.
I know. So you guys share your stories. They're
yeah,
they're
it's
fun.
hilarious. Okay, we
Mhm.
gotta get cracking.
I know we do. So
we have a couple canvases here. Can buy. And whoa, it like goes through my head. Okay, so we're gonna do something creative.
Ooh.
Here's our inspiration.
So we are going to do this episode while painting this cactus. And for those of you that know me, I am not the most artistic person when it comes to drawing or painting. My stick figures is as good as it gets. So this shall be interesting.
Just whatever inspires you.
So we're not doing this.
Do it if you want. But I'm saying, like, if you want to add background color, go off.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're listening to this and you want to see our... I'm not a great artist either. I can paint hair, not canvases.
I'm like, really? That's really hard to do. But you mean like...
On the head.
Yeah.
Oh, and while we do that, we have a game.
Mm-hmm.
We're really staying entertained here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is We're Not Really Strangers Friendship Edition.
Mm-hmm. And I haven't played this one yet.
Me neither.
Fun.
So we have levels 1, 2, and 3.
Dude, listen. I love it.
ASMR, she means well.
I would love to do that, honestly.
There we go. That'd be such a fun video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Remember when I used to be obsessed with those videos, like the soap videos?
The cutting.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about how hard this is to be on a mic.
Yeah.
And
okay, will you put the deck a little bit closer to me? Okay, I'm going to ask the first one.
Okay. Oh, wait. That's level 3.
Yeah.
Start with level 1.
I want 3.
You just want to go deep?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't really understand it.
Next.
Oh, this is fun.
Okay.
Plan a dream party for me. What is the theme? Who is there? This is fun.
A dream party for Abigail Joy.
Which, side note, my birthday is in a week.
I know.
25th on the 25th.
Yeah, it's your golden birthday.
Yes, I typically don't get excited about my birthday, but I'm pretty excited, even though I don't have anything planned. It'll be good.
You have an idea.
An idea, but that's an idea in my head.
Let's see. Okay, an ideal birthday for you. We would.
You.
Like my brain's gonna explode. I try to focus on painting, answer the question. Abby. Okay. I'm just gonna let my hand surprise me.
Let loose.
We're going in.
Look like Picasso over here.
This is gonna be a little abstract. Okay, so a perfect party for you would start with some good music, a good playlist.
Ooh.
You'd have a good sound system. There would be ping pong. A ping pong tournament.
Oh, that's so true.
There would be about half of our family there. We'd play games. I mean, honestly, a perfect party for you sounds like a perfect party for me. Let's see. What's something a little different though?
I don't know. That sounds pretty good to me, Bill.
Okay.
I like that.
Can we talk about what you're gonna do for your birthday? Or what the vibes are? Let's plan it right now.
Honestly, let's make sense of our time. Yeah, so for my birthday, these vibes have just been loud in my head. I sound like
voices
freaky. Yeah. Anyway, I want to do like the ultimate slumber party.
I love it.
Like everything girly, everything pink, everything feathers, silky, bows, sparkles, like the most girliest thing you can imagine. That's what I want with my girlfriends. I want to use a projector. I want to take some cute photos. I want the disco. I want everything girly.
I can just see. Oh, It's hot over the flame.
I know it felt good.
I can just see like uh Princess Diaries 2 mattress down
Yes.
the stairs.
Oh, Bailey,
Like that's the
and this
vision
is
I
why you're
see.
helping.
Okay. We need to get moving on that.
We do.
That'll be so fun.
I know.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Question.
How's it coming? Oh, that looks beautiful.
Thanks. What's the best way I can show up for you when you're going through it? Oh, that's a good question to know
I
as a
love that.
roommate, especially.
The best way that you could show up for me. I feel like it's easy for me to just get lost in the sauce, like just in my head. I don't typically process what I'm going through out loud.
Uh-huh.
So I think having someone or you asking me questions
Oh,
is a really good way of being there for me. And you know this about me, but a lot of times I just need a hug too.
yeah.
That always helps. But I think asking me important, maybe deeper questions that I'm probably already thinking, but I'm not going to take initiative and say it out loud.
Well, and it's like things change so much when I do feel like I'm a verbal processor too. But it's funny because I need time before I can verbally process. Like my dad is a verbal processor, but he wants to talk about it 10 minutes ago. And I'm like, I have crickets in my brain. I can't. So that's good to know because sometimes it is helpful when someone's just like, oh, how did that make you feel? And
Yeah,
kind of probing. And then it gets you to be like, oh, I didn't even know that was in there.
exactly. So yeah, that's how you can best be there for me.
All right.
Okay. What's something I don't give myself enough credit for?
Hmm.
Obviously not my artistic skills. You guys will see soon.
Well, if we're going to be honest, which we are here,
Always.
I think you're a little too hard on yourself. You are too hard on yourself. It's not a little.
Like when it comes to what?
Everything. The way you like the standard you hold yourself to, and when circumstances outside of your control flop, you're really hard on yourself. Like
Yeah.
there's been stuff with the podcast that's like, well, we didn't it's out of your control that whatever happened with the computer or whatever. And you're like, I feel like a failure. I feel like I'm letting people down, which if you're not like having a microphone or being able to tell people who you feel like you're letting down and meet them there earlier and be like,
Yeah.
just so you know, like I dropped the ball. I'm so sorry. And I get that that's hard. It is really hard.
Yeah. I hate letting people down.
Yeah, I do too.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
I don't know what TikTok or what it's from, but all I can hear is when anybody says that's a really good point. That's a really good point, Diane. I think
Oh,
I've said that on here before.
you have. Okay, your turn.
We're going real literal here. Okay. No, your turn.
No, I just pulled that card.
Abigail.
I just pulled the last card.
What is it?
The one you just answered. Bailey.
No.
I just asked.
You're right. Sorry, I just
Someone get her some water.
left my body. We're going to go with a level
She
one.
needs some milk.
I was like, I hate that when you think you're so right about something. Imagine I just woke up from a crazy night out. Where did I end up? What do I regret? Going out.
Where did you end up is the first question.
Yeah.
Honestly, home.
Okay, good.
You would still end up at home. You would make it home.
Home.
And what was the other question?
What do I regret?
You probably regret the bar food that you got.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Or, you know, one of your friends is driving and they stopped at a fast food and you got that.
Oh, I sure did.
You probably would regret that.
I wouldn't pass up.
No, you wouldn't.
Nope.
You never would.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
All right. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
That we can't do that. It says, "What's one small detail you remember about the first time we met?" Can you do that?
no, I feel like I have said this on here before, but I don't know if I'm making this up, but I do feel like I have a very faint memory of like, Abigail's here or Patty had the
Mm.
baby.
Mm.
Something like that.
Okay, so what is it that you're still processing? That's a level 2, but
Hmm.
that's a little bit deep.
All right. Something I'm still processing is that Chevron is the new Checker's the new Chevron. Just kidding. I'm never gonna get over that. Okay. Humor is my defense mechanism. Something I'm still processing is last year is the first time I experienced losing a grandparent. My Nana died on my dad's side,
Mm.
and it's just about the 1 year mark.
Mhm.
And it's hard because we didn't see each other all that often. And I know she loved me and I loved her. We didn't have the closest relationship. And I think I'm still processing that. Kind of sad that we didn't have that chance. But then at the same time, like I do have really fond memories of her. And I think it's hard to process someone that I didn't even like see her or talk to her every single day. So in some ways, I
Mhm.
have to remind myself that that happened.
Mhm.
And it's almost like you have to remind yourself to process,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
And it was really hard for me because she, every birthday, would call at midnight. And it was really special growing up
Oh.
because it was like, Nana would be like, keep the phone by you so I can call you at midnight. And I would be like, yes, I get to wake up early.
Oh.
And so the last year that, last or 2 Novembers ago, I guess, she was sick. So I knew that that was probably going to be the last birthday. So I just really held on to that, recorded it. And yeah, so I don't know. It's just,
That's
it's
special that you
hard.
have that.
Yeah. Got a big old
Oh.
lump in my throat on my birthday listening to it. But that's what's
Oh.
special is I do have that. And it makes you not take things for granted. Like I save a lot from Gaga.
I do too.
And yeah, that's probably my answer.
It's a good answer. Yeah.
That was
ASMR, the
good.
cards.
Finish this sentence. You're the only person I can blank with. Oh, I have one.
I was going to say you're the only person that I feel like we can be sitting across the room from one another and think the same thing is funny by just like looking at each other and just like
Bear it down.
turning blue in the face. Like you already know what I'm thinking or why I think that's funny.
I like that.
Yeah. What were you going to say?
Okay, so Abby and I have this thing that wait, real quick question. Can I look up a little bit of inspo on how to draw something?
Of course.
Okay, so Abby and I are always like finishing each other's sentences and we'll introduce ourselves and we'll say hi at the same time.
Mhm.
People be like, "Oh, are you guys sisters? You look so much alike." And we'll
Mhm.
always go, "No, we're cousins." And then it'll be like, "Our moms are twins." And we just sound like robots.
It's so annoying.
And then it evolved.
What did it evolve to?
And it evolved. Oh, because Abby and I got our lips done together. And I was more banged up than you were. I bruised really easy. And we were going to visit my sister and she lived, you had to take a ferry. And we were like, we're going to get off the boat and we're both going to be really ugly. And I was like, let's make the ugliest face we can. And we're like, oh, we're cousins. And we're just making as ugly as you can. That was like a G version. I'll spare you.
Yeah, dude, we make it real ugly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, my turn. What are you proud of what are you proudest of yourself for? Permission to brag.
Oh, well, since you asked,
Yes.
this last week at church, we went to my parents' church. And my dad had a lot of really, really kind things to say about my sister and I specifically. And the whole premise of what he was talking about, both of us, was he said that we both are emotionally sober people and some of the most emotionally sober people. I think he even said, like, in some ways that he's not. And I really respect and look up to my dad. And I mean, we were both crying. I had no idea he was going to talk about that, but he was just like, like my daughters, they talk to counselors, they read books, they go out of their way to get uncomfortable and learn about themselves. And I am really proud of that.
You do.
Yeah, I'm very, very proud of being in touch with my emotions because when I started going to therapy, I had to do a children's worksheet that's like, what emotions are you feeling? And I was so numb. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what any emotions are. Like, literally, I had to Google, like, what are some ideas? Like, I don't know.
What's some inspo?
Yes, literally. So, yeah, that's probably what I'm most proud of. And yeah, that was really sweet. I had no idea he was going to say all those things. And I'm really proud of my sister too, which
He is so right in that. You guys truly are. And you've been a huge inspiration to me to become more emotionally aware and sober.
I like the way he put that because it
Mhm.
kind of just stings a little differently.
Yeah, totally. I kind of knew that he was going to say something because
Oh.
I was on the elevator going up and anytime I go to my uncle's church, somebody always thinks I'm Bailey. And at this point, I just,
Smile and wave
kind of
voice.
go with it. And this really sweet lady who I've talked to before as Abigail was just like, do you have any tissue? And I was like, I don't. She's like, let me grab you some. And I just kind of went with it. She's like, your dad,
She said, your dad?
yeah, she said, you're going to need it. It's like, okay.
Okay. You're like, okay. And it was really cool at the end. He did shout out our podcast.
I know. That was so sweet.
Which you guys don't know this, but we did have an episode recorded that we had some difficulties and had to re-record.
That did happen.
And I was like, Abby, good thing we put out a different episode because we
Oh yeah, we got
after
a
my
shout
dad
out
promoted it, and it's like they go to
in
the
front of
first
the whole
episode.
congregation.
And I'm just happier with that we were leading with love languages.
I know. Speaking of, you guys, I found it very interesting the results of the poll that we took. We still have people responding on our Spotify, but for the one on Instagram, the highest one was the quality time / gift giving.
Give me lessons. Are you kidding?
I know. And then the second one was acts of service. It was
Okay.
pretty close, those two. Or three, I guess.
I really want to follow some Instagram accounts to help me
Mm-hmm.
with quality time.
Yeah.
This looks like I'm drawing a butt cheek.
Okay, your turn.
All right. I can pick another one.
Yeah.
No, if you don't want to answer this.
Oh.
What was hardest for you to open up to me about? What made you feel safe? I don't even know if there's something that comes to your mind, but
I think the hardest thing for me to open up to you about, and it took a really long time, was just talking about like being intimate with another guy, to be honest. Because being an Enneagram 3, you know, I have felt like a lot of shame from giving that part of myself to someone, at an early age. And I think it took me a really long time to open up to you about that.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there another question in that one?
What made you feel safe?
What made me feel safe was you didn't judge me at all. And I just didn't feel judged. The way that you responded was just like, I'm here for you. And regardless if, you made the right decision or not, you have someone to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I feel like that stuff can be hard to open up about. And it's like, you're scared about what someone's going to say or how they're going to, I don't know. But I feel like the most important thing is to know the person that you are talking about. Like, okay, ultimately I love you. And I would never want to make you feel like you can't come to me about something else. So why would I make you feel
Yeah.
bad for something that's not mine?
Yeah. Right.
Okay. We're going to go with a level 1.
I think it's my turn.
Dude, I was trying to not laugh because that was a more of a serious question. And you literally are over there looking like Bob Ross, like literally painting.
I did watch a lot of Bob Ross. I'm not
Leading up?
kidding. No.
Oh.
Yeah, to get ready for this episode, I put on some Bobby on my TV.
Oh, that's funny. Bob Ross is so like just easy to watch.
Yeah,
There's
he's like
a
Nick.
documentary about his paintings. I never watched it.
You know that he has a pet squirrel. Pretty sure I watched it.
Well, he died. But had.
Okay.
I'm in too deep. I don't
You
know.
hear me?
He had a pet
squirrel.
That is something I could never. That's basically like a rat with a fluffy tail.
Vicious too. They can be vicious.
Did you know I had squirrels in my old apartment? My last apartment?
No. Oh yeah, and you gave it to Jack and Aaron, right?
What? No, that was a whole nother thing.
Oh. Tell me.
Though they found somebody at his work found baby squirrels and they nursed them to life. But no, my apartment, Jordan was there working one day when I was gone or I was at work, and he's like, I got home from work and he's like, babe, I don't want to freak you out, but I think I heard like a rat. And I was like, a rat? What?
Heck no.
And he was like, it's just like above me. And there was like a crawl space that so I never actually saw them. But yeah, my landlord came and set traps and rescued them.
Oh.
I'm like, can we set some poison? And she's like, no, we really want to make sure we can be able to release them back to the park. And I'm like, bomb this place. Get these rats out of here.
Bomb this place. Oh gosh, dude. Okay, that brings me to my next point. Cross-eyed. Would you rather be attacked by rats? Let's say be attacked. Would you rather be attacked by 5 big rats or 100 bugs that crawl?
My hands are sweating. 5 big rats, or I would choose the bugs. I would choose the bugs.
100 though.
I would choose the bugs. Would you? 5 big New York rats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would choose rats.
Okay, so they come up to you. It's like, do you have to beat them to the death?
Yo.
They come up to you and then it's like you get one away, or it's like you have to be attacked.
They're
coming back.
They're persistent. They want you. The bugs want you. The rats want you. But I can fight off 5 large.
I can't, Abigail. They
rats. Yeah, I know, but little
bugs.
100 bugs.
You could just
100.
100. Yeah, easily.
Okay, well, if I ever got attacked by 100 bugs, light me on fire.
You know who to call. We get an exterminator. I'm on the way. 5 rats.
So, guys, let us know what you think. 5 rats, 100 buggies.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Would you rather? I love the impromptu.
Mm-hmm. Is it my turn? Yes.
I don't know.
I'm stressed about my painting, not gonna lie. Oh, I want to answer this one too, but you go first.
Okay.
If you could relive an iconic day in our friendship, what would it be?
Do you have an answer?
Oh, I do. But I want you to go.
An iconic day in our friendship. All I can think about is like playing in the snow.
That are you talking about the when we made like jumps and
Yes.
that was a lot of
And we
fun.
got like snowed in there and we just like went up the next day and sledding and took the snowboards.
We went to Tehela.
Yes. To Holly,
To
whatever.
It is to Holly, and I need to know how to say that.
Oh, you're about to.
I'm about to work there.
Yeah.
That is a really fun memory.
What about you?
If I could relive a memory with you, a day with you, it would be when we went paddleboarding.
Oh,
And what were we doing?
we were trying to use it as a balance beam. We were like full, like
We were drunk on happiness.
we were one moment away from putting the life jackets on his diapers. Like that's,
Yeah. That's exactly how deep we were.
we were drunk on happiness.
Yeah.
That was so
and
fun.
laughs.
We were
and
standing. We should post that. I know I have it.
we should we'll put it in the episode.
We were
You gotta find it.
standing on the paddleboard and we would try and like both hop on it and we'd both like catch our balance. Were we trying to like swap spots?
I think so, like walk.
And we never got it. It was so hilarious.
Oh my gosh. You gotta find that.
Oh, that I totally could. I love Google Photos. It makes it so easy.
I know.
Sponsored.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. Do we have any like dark brown? I'll
You
use
can do the
green.
terracotta with this.
I'm gonna use
Come on, Bailey. You're the
use
one that
green.
knows the wheel.
I know, actually I could create it, but I just need some depth.
Oh, this paintbrush, I think, had dried paint on it, so now it looks all weird.
Retro. Okay. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a really fun day.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Ours are both different seasons.
Mm-hmm.
What are you proudest of us for getting through together?
Oh, come on.
Come on, give me a harder one.
Yeah, we've talked too much about it anyway.
That's what you're proudest of us for? No
Wait.
friend, no podcast. I was going to say the podcast, but yeah, we wouldn't have that if we didn't go through a rough patch.
No, I am so proud with the way that we handled that rough patch. Moving on.
Your turn.
Okay.
Hear ye, hear ye.
How's your painting looking? You're making me real insecure, Bale.
With my butt cheek hat?
That's adorable. I don't know what you're talking
I don't
about
know
when
how
you
to
say
pull
you're
it
not
together.
artistic, but
I don't know.
mine looks like a sandstorm.
This is why I could never go to like a sip and paint type thing with Jordan because he would just blow me out of the water.
Oh,
He would not. Well, just the competitive aspect wouldn't be fun for me, but I'd love the quality time. Maybe that's my
Convincing
problem.
herself.
I don't want to lose.
What do you think I need to hear right now?
Right here, right now.
That's scary.
Your painting is beautiful.
No, come on. Give it to me. Give the listener some entertainment. Just give it to me, Bale. Give it to me good, sister.
Thank you for locking the door more when you leave in the morning.
Oh, more? I do it every day. Oh, I mean, thank you, Bailey. Yes.
Well, I just notice if it's not locked. And it has been locked more.
Mhm.
There was like maybe 3 days ago it wasn't.
Okay, yes, I do remember that time. But yeah, you're welcome. That's really okay. Cool. Your turn.
I don't know. You want me to get like in the weeds or what?
Yes, that's what we do here. But no, that's great.
Really have
Thank you for acknowledging
to get
it.
in the weeds about.
What does that mean, get in the weeds?
This does not look like a cowboy hat. This looks like a gardener's hat.
Mine looks like some mythical creature.
Oh, no, that's pretty. Your trees. I like they look like happy trees.
Thank you. Shout out to Bobby. Yeah, I like the trees, but nothing else.
I think, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, no, I'm tired of talking about my growth. Have I changed your mind about anything?
Oh, yeah. You
Really?
have.
Like what? What? Why did I do the stripe?
Oh, come on. You definitely are very influential to me. Like, there's a lot of things that I feel like I've learned from you. So
it can be surface level.
Not Bailey literally begging on her knees to remain surface and not in the weeds.
Why am I being like that?
I don't know.
It can be surface level. Well, because that's the
literally
easiest.
doing a balancing act.
That's the easiest for me to like answer.
Is surface.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Like I'm thinking hair. What have I changed your mind about? That's where my brain goes.
Okay.
Literal.
Okay.
Advice.
Yeah. But I don't. Mine goes to.
I don't want deep.
You don't?
No. Yeah.
Okay. I would say. Honestly, what you said in that episode of, I don't remember what episode it was, but when you're in a spitter spatter with someone that you love, the A, B, making sure that you both want the C.
Yeah.
Being the good outcome. I've reminded myself of that so many times.
Oh.
And so I guess just my outlook when I approach confrontation has shifted a bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, my turn.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I cannot keep track.
Oh, no, that. Let's get a good one. Oh, my gosh. Oh, this is perfect for you. What's the most recent thing you've been influenced to buy? You guys, Bailey's phone, her Instagram has like so many ads. They're good ads, but they target you hard.
I love a targeted ad.
Sucker
and some
for ads.
people are like, no, they know me. They're listening to you. I'm like, tell me what I need to buy. Wait, what was the question?
What's the most recent thing you've been influenced to buy?
Oh, I bought an ADHD supplement in bed 2 nights ago, morning and night supplement.
Has it? 2 nights ago.
Do I seem different? No, I didn't get here yet.
Nice.
It's probably my most recent purchase.
So about that health insurance.
I did figure out my health insurance.
Good.
Yeah.
Good job.
But I am not against medication, but I'm really wanting to give myself tools when I don't have medication or if I'm not taking medication and just.
Good.
And my mom was telling me she was checking out getting her ADHD medication the other day and she bought a magazine that was like all about ADHD and she's like, these go together, don't they? Okay.
I love it.
In what ways do our differences complement each other?
Okay, first thing that comes to mind, you're someone that really doesn't want conflict. Like you want to avoid it at all costs. Um, I'm not that I want conflict, but I don't have a problem like talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you bring me to
Your needs.
no, you bring me to the place of like assessing like how big is the issue? Does it need to be talked about? And I think I'm good for you in a way where it's like just because we need to have a conversation doesn't mean it's conflict.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was going to answer that, I would say, literally for the podcast, I've told people this a lot, but the way that we are wired complements each other for different reasons. Like you are really good seeing the big picture, I feel like. And when we first got started, I remember telling you, I feel like I have ideas, but I just like run out of gas. And you're like, I have all the gas in the world.
And not all of the ideas.
And you really help keep me on track to keep going and keep posting because I mean, social media is like my downfall, but you make me want to be more creative. And I feel like you're creative. It reminds me a lot of like my job. I specialize in color and there's people who specialize in cutting hair. And the designers who cut the hair, a haircut is equally as important as the color. If you have a bad haircut, the color looks like crap and vice versa. And so the lines, shapes, structure, the movement of the haircut or the podcast is you. Like, I feel like you are the backbone. Like you're editing, you're cutting, you're storytelling. And I feel like for me, I want to get on Pinterest and get inspired by a photo I saw that I want to recreate. And it feels like tones and texture and movement in a different way. And I think it's both creative, but it's very different structures.
That is so well put. And I totally agree. I love the analogy too about like cut and color.
Yeah, it's seriously, I feel like you've the designer brain where like, I don't know how Cooper makes a haircut look like she looks because I make a bob look like Cleopatra sometimes. And it's like the movement of it, you know, and it's like when something really needs to be detailed and texturized
and you make it look all pretty. Like you're really good at making stuff look pretty. I feel like you're right. Like I'm really good at making a solid foundation, structured backbone, and you're good at making it pop.
And you can't have one without the other. You really can't because
you're totally right.
Something pretty that is going to sit in your camera roll. Who cares? And whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm creating the world's largest cowboy boot in comparison to my cacti.
Bailey, what's something that made you smile today?
Well, I have needed to get a new car for some time. And Jordan's parents, they just got a new car. And I've been having the hardest time looking at like cars I see on the road. And there's nothing that really tickles my fancy.
Yeah.
Like I haven't had a car payment in a while and it's so nice. And I'm like, I really don't want to have another car payment. And if I'm going to be buying a car, I want to really like it. Everything to me feels aerodynamic, like a cyclist helmet. Like it feels, and I want something for sure that's like a little bigger that I could all-wheel drive because Jordan's car, we're getting rid of that. And so, and his is the big tank right now, big Tex.
We call it big Tex.
Yeah. So we're not going to have that anymore. Anyway, so Jordan's parents got a new car and I got his mom's old Honda Pilot and I love it so much.
I love it too.
And yeah, so I got to show it to my mom today and I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah. She loves it.
Yeah.
She loves a good SUV too.
Yeah. It feels like a good step between like my car and then like a nice SUV. Like this is perfect. This is exactly what I need. I want to get Apple CarPlay in it and I will be happy for many years.
Aw. Yep. That's awesome. Your turn.
All right. Let's see.
Oh, actually, Bailey, I think we need to show our photos or our paintings.
We do.
Yeah. Let's show them.
We're running out of time.
We're running out of time, honey.
Well, this is half of a cowboy boot and
Bailey, that looks
cactus.
good.
Like you can't really see the cowboy boot, but it's down here.
I really don't want to. I wish 5 rats were attacking me right now, so I wouldn't have to show this. Dude, literally, what is that?
It's a hillside.
Anyway.
It looks beautiful. I love the green. You can see where the inspiration's pulled from.
Just hold them up. I don't know.
Okay, you guys, we're running out of time.
That was a lot of fun, though. You pushed my creative boundaries. That was fun.
That was fun. Okay, guys. Well, we will take photos of this and post them.
I will not, Bailey.
Okay, but next week we'll be talking about wisdom teeth.
No, submit your wisdom teeth stories to us. Yeah. Love you guys.
Bye. Bye.